What more can I do to get the kids home sooner than later?
I'm not sure that you can do anything but to. We're back. This is The Secret, How to Fight Child Protective Services and Win. I'm attorney Vince Davis, and I'm here with my co-host, Aaron Carranza. Aaron, are we ready to take another call?
Yes, let's talk to Deanna or Diana from Arkansas. Do you have a question to ask or a story to tell?
Dania?
Oh, Danae, we're butchering your
And
name.
it's in Alaska.
Oh, they put Arkansas. Close. Did you have a story to tell or a question to ask?
I have a story to tell. So I'm a mother of 4 children.
Mm-hmm.
And so there was a report made last month on the 8th, and then the OCS worker came or went to the school and took my kids to the CAC for interviewing.
Mm-hmm.
And they were out there all day with my 3 older ones while I had my 6-month-old home with me because we were working from home. And at 5 o'clock, she's like, "Oh no, we have to take your kids into custody because they're like the accusations that you're physically abusing your children." I was like, okay, because I guess the school said they just seen a bruise on my special needs daughter. My daughter's autistic, my 7-year-old, and whoever interviewed her at the school, it sounded like they kind of put words in her mouth because we did go through a domestic violence on the 3rd, but I already got everything taken care of that day. So the kids have been removed out of my care. We had our first hearing on the 12th, but it was appointing lawyers. And we just had a recent hearing for the lawyers to meet up with everybody to see if they made contact and everything like that. And the 2 dads have not made contact with their public defenders, but I've been on the ball of calling my public defender every day. And now we're not scheduled for our next hearing, which is May 31st, and I'm trying to get all the evidence for my case of my hand, the kids' Mongolian marks, all that stuff, but we're only limited amount of visitations. And with this OCS worker, she did not know that she interviewing an autistic child.
Danae, did you have a question, though, for us?
What more can I do to get the kids home sooner than later?
I'm not sure that you can do anything but to try to increase your odds of success at the hearing. You probably want to meet with your attorney, review the case, come up with a strategy, and implement that strategy. You know, a lot of people tell me, well, I didn't talk to my attorney until 5 minutes before the court hearing. Don't wait and do that. Get everything lined up, all your witnesses, all your exhibits, your medical records. You know, you mentioned Mongolian spots, maybe the social worker saying that those are some type of abuse. You got to have that evidence ready to go. And you got to have a plan. There's not necessarily, and I'm not licensed in Alaska, but, if the case were here in California, there's not something that you can do all the time to make the kids come home any faster. Sometimes you just have to wait for that hearing to happen. But when that hearing happens, you need to be prepared, you need to have a plan, a strategy, and you need to implement that strategy.
Okay. Yeah, because all of us received the paperwork stating, oh, this is temporary custody for on March 26th. We're like, that wasn't even a hearing for the custody.
Yeah. Don't worry about, don't get bogged down in those kind of procedural issues. There's probably something you may not understand. You can ask you or email your attorney about it, but you got to win the trial. You're going to a hearing.
Mm-hmm.
There's a trial about whether you committed child abuse or child neglect. You got to have a plan.
And so actually, that's why because my dad's gone through this with 6 of us. So I've been going through him, and he's like, get all your medical, get everything set up. We have time to prove that you are a fit mother.
Right. But,
for these kids.
Every day, every hour ticks away, and you have less and less time. You got to set up a meeting with your attorney. Are there any American Indian issues in your case?
We have ICWA, the Indian Cares Act workers, involved with that.
Okay.
But they're not helping. They're okay. We're going to agree whatever they say, and pushing us towards state. So, and a lot of families within this year, because this OCS worker has been only here in the region where I'm at for 2 months.
Well, let me ask you this. Is there American Indian heritage with these children? Yes or no?
Yes.
Okay. Are the tribes, have they been notified, and are they involved in the case?
Yes.
Okay. So one of the things that you can do is you can have someone else in the tribe or someone else in the family contact the tribe to try to convince them to be a little bit more, how should we say this, aggressive in helping you keep the children, in your custody. Okay?
Yeah, because I think, constant legal action after this, because I don't know after this, because they just assumed and did not contact a lot of collaterals. But now, my 2 younger children's childcare was like, what's going on? So I explained to them what was going on, and they're like, you don't hurt your children. So they're like, well, I know it's going to be tough, but...
Obviously they might be good witnesses. You need to talk to your attorney about that. You need to get your ducks in a row. Does that make sense, Tanya?
Yeah.
Okay, get your ducks in a row. Write it down. Make a list. I was talking.
One minute.
Talking to Aaron the other day about the, making lists and planning and implementing those plans. That's good in business. It's good in cases too, especially these CPS cases. Hey, Danya, we got to take another break. I want to thank you for calling. Thank you for listening in. Give us a call in 3 or 4 weeks. Let us know how your case turned out. I'm really interested, you being up there in Alaska. Okay, this is The Secret, How to Fight Child Protective Services and Win. We'll be right back after these messages.